need to make our path. So we're going to go to plus and add a path 2D right there. And I don't want it attached to my car, I want it attached to my level. So make sure it's attached to the level. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start my path where I want my car to start. And so because I want my AICar to start next to my player car, I'm going to start my path down here. And you've used these points before when you're drawing polygons. So we are just simply going to add some points, and we're just going to click with that first point, and then you can use your mouse and move around, and let's make it, actually we might make it go through the corner with a couple of turns. Each of these points is going to cause a turn in the car. I'll zoom out and come across, and I'll make the car just go straight up the track there. So back to our tool, and a couple of points to get around the corner, straight across, make him take a sharper turn, and then come down the straight. And now I want him to go back to where he started, and I'll just use the close curve. So let's close the curve, and then I'm going to get rid of those last 2 points so it doesn't do a funny jig as it's jumping around. So that one there, zoom in, get rid of that point, and so that way my curve is now going to close from my corner. You'll see the path is coming straight across here and back to the start, and I've just used the closed curve for that final point, so it's gone straight from here to the final point. Then I need to add a follow to my path 2D. So we're going to add a child node to our path 2D. If you search for path 2D, you'll see right under it is path follow, and then I need to put my AICar onto there. So I'm just going to instantiate a copy of my AICar. Now once our AICar is on our track, what we can do is we can add some code in order to make our car follow our path follow 2D. Now we actually add the code to the path follow 2D because what's going to happen is we're going to increase the progress of the car along that track. So let's add a script to the path follow 2D, and you'll see it'll open up. Make sure that you're using an empty template, so there should be nothing in the template. Let's call it path follow 2D. That's a great name. And when we get into our script, we simply want to make our progress, add to our progress every time our screen refreshes. So the easiest way to do that is to use the physics process. You could just use the process function, and then all you have to do is say progress plus equals, so that's a shortcut for add on to or increase the progress by, and then you say how far you want the progress to increase by, and so I've said 5, and so that means that every time this physics process runs, the progress of the path follow is going to increase by 5. And when we save our scene, let's go to scene and save all our scenes. When we press play, once it's saved, you'll see that the car then moves along the path follow. Now, because the camera is on my car, you won't actually see it once it disappears off the screen. It'll next appear when it's done a complete lap and comes back at the top of the screen. And so that way we have our car now following our path. The next step is to start to program the player car, but you'll need to watch the next video for that.